red accents. The Indians in their all-white home uniforms with green numbers and letters. And one of the players' sticks getting jarred loose early in this one, and the Indians will have a corner right out of the chute here in the first 60 seconds. Played from the arc, left behind for a moment, now passing. Down low, a shot. And another corner as Haskell trying to get that one towards the net. And the starting goalie, Corvino. Kick save from Corvino. And another corner. Samantha Souza back in the corner, at the goal line, I should say, sending it back in. Shot taken, dribble in front, kick save from Corvino. Haskell keeping control of it now, ultimately losing possession for the moment as that was taken away by Cardozo. Sent back, another nice kick save from Corvino. She's been busy in these first 2 minutes. That is off the post. Corvino and the Boxers getting a little help there from the goal post. That one did not go. Still down deep in the zone, and is it saved? Yes, it is. It goes out of play just to the left of the goal. And the Indians will come up empty on that surge, but great save from Corvino. They kept her busy. Look at that, right off the post. I mean, you know, these posts are not very large for field hockey. Not quite like a soccer post. Very narrow, squared off edges. You got to hit it just right for it to bounce back. Another chance for the Indians deep down in Boxers territory, and they do score. Dartmouth pulls ahead here, 1-0 in the first 5 minutes of the game. We'll take a look at it again. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Callie Rose with 3 swats at it, and on the third, it finally goes to give the home team an early 1-0 lead. Rose down the far sideline again. Centering pass in front, kicked out of the way by Corvino. Coming in hot there was Kayla McGee. That's sent back. Another kick save from Corvino. Haskell. And the whistle sounds. It'll be Brockton's possession. I'll tell you, one thing that we've come to expect and see from Coach Arguin's Indians is the speed and the offensive pressure. They always control the ball very well, and they tend to be able to have their way, at least in the games that we see here. Very rarely do they have an off day. I can say the same for the games I've seen in Fall River when the Indians visit the Hilltoppers at Durfee. Very rarely do you see the Indians come into play and kind of come out flat. There's always very aggressive and a quick team. And, when you have this much ground to cover, that's exactly what you want. Corvino. Whistle had sounded, so that did go into the net, but does not count. And Brockton will reset. Big strong swing there. Gets it out to midfield. Gathered by Zuber. Donatillo losing it for the moment. Now whistle sounding. Brockton ball. Sent down low. Ooh, that's going to hurt. Right off the arm. Rose shaking her head. Says, I'm okay. But a hard kick save from Corvino hitting Rose, and it'll give the corner to Dartmouth. Off camera to the left. Ball coming in. And we'll do it again. That was Abby Zuber who got the feed from the corner and took the first shot on that sequence. Souza will set it up again. Big swing, bouncing ball, and it is not controllable, goes out of play. Past the stick of Souza. Still going to be Dartmouth ball. Off the hands of Corvino, goes on top of the goal. The netting there, she flips it back off. Let's take a look at that shot. That's a tough angle. Hooked back, and good save. I'll tell you, that might have gone in had it not been deflected. Haskell had a good trajectory on that ball. It didn't look like it was going to sail past the goal. First time the ball's gotten into Dartmouth's side of the field here in the first quarter. We're halfway through it already. Another great chance for the Indians. Passed right in the circle. Backhanded shot, and it's going to go. I believe that was Haskell. If it wasn't deflected, she was handed the ball, so I believe it's going to be her. Let's see. If it wasn't her, it was deflected, and she certainly got it started. Came back. There's Haskell. Backhand flip. And it was tipped in. That was Rose. Callie Rose with her second. The assist going to Haskell. And 2-0 in favor of the Indians. They grabbed their second here with 6:44 to play in the first. Indians deep down the field again. Misplayed, but good recovery down at the top of the arc. Casey Hoyt trying to push up the field for the Boxers, kind of dig them out of this hole as we come up on the 5-minute mark of the first. Kind of sliced at that time. Haskell sending it up ahead, it hits. As Destiny Cardozo tried to send it back to midfield, and it came back at her, and she got called on the infraction. So now Dartmouth down low again, down the field. That one skips by. Good feed from McGee to Souza. And here we go, another corner for Dartmouth. Bouncing ball goes out of play as Abby Zuber sent it towards the goal. Deflected along the way. And the Indians will have the reset. Back to Zuber. Sylvain trying to get it back, draws the whistle. As she and Bento kind of got tangled up there. Kick save from Corvino. That's going to go towards the far sideline. On the back side of things here, Merwin Sylvia coming out for Logan Correa, one of the third captain on the Indians team. She just subbed in. And for the Boxers, for the moment, substitution for Coach Balboni, as well as Olivia David, one of the starters, coming back in. She had been subbed for Harlu Delian Polio. Haskell wins the battle, backhanded feed, tipped twice, and it goes over the goal and out of play. That was hard hit off one stick, and then that was going in too. Good reaction for Corvino. Gives the Indians a corner, but it keeps a goal out. A goal off the board. That one got past Souza. And now she's called on the infraction as the Boxers will reset and restart us here. Good strong swing from Cardozo. Shot taken. Oh, just missing the inside post, and it goes out. That was almost number 3. Went for the corner. Haskell riding the goal line and couldn't grab that inside corner. Haskell with it. She'll run out the first quarter. 15 minutes in the books here at Dartmouth Memorial Stadium, and the Indians with the 2-0 lead. Thanks to Callie Rose, the junior forward, who has both goals, one assisted by Grace Haskell. And the home team with the lead. I'll tell you, very dominating first quarter for Dartmouth. About 95% of play was well into Brockton territory. It kept the Boxers' defense and their goalie, Molly Corvino, very busy. If you're the Boxers, you need to figure out a way to forge up the field and have your team have a chance to, take some shots and create some opportunities. Never really got close to, the box area, so everything was at midfield or down the other end, and that's going to be taxing on a defense if it continues for the next 45 minutes that way. So the Boxers need to make some quick changes here. See Coach Balboni kind of directing traffic a little bit, explaining everybody, here's what we need. Here's what we're seeing from the sidelines, and here's what needs to get better. Road games are never easy, but when you start the season without any goals scored in 3 games, and then you find yourself down 2-0 in the first, it's kind of tough for morale in a way, and you got to be able to brush that off and kind of break down games into quarters in a sense, or halves, or whatever the sport may be, innings, sets. You start winning little bits at a time. Sooner or later, that's going to translate into full game wins. And Brockton will get there. They have a good program, and it is only, again, 4th game in for them, 3rd for Dartmouth. So we head back to it. A fresh 15 minutes on the clock. And here we go. And again, look you see the speed. Rose ready for that first pass, breaking to the ball like almost instantaneously, and just like that, Dartmouth has forged ahead down on the offensive attack. Brockton trying to get it back to midfield, can't do so. Good pass down low, 1 versus 1. Souza, backhand, goes out of play. Souza will set up for a corner as we take a look at that shot. Boxers defense, Ruby Watt getting in on that play, a sophomore. And the call changed, by the way, no corner. While we looked at that replay. So it ended up being Brockton ball. Now Dartmouth heading back in as Kaylin Zuber, the freshman, takes a shot. Kick save from Corvino, comes back out where it came from as Alexis Sylvain going to try to gather it. She does jar it loose. That's sent netward. And off the knee. And the ball goes back to the Boxers. Here is Haskell, who had the assist on goal number 2 in the first quarter for the Indians. Sylvain resetting. excuse me, Zuber resetting there for the Indians. And the Boxers head to the goal as Dartmouth will get the corner. Abby Zuber let that one go by. Shot taken, kick save. Second shot. And it draws a whistle. Haskell took that one off her side. And the Indians now will reset as Abby Zuber will get it started, moving the ball up to the top of the arc there. The field hockey markings here at the stadium are the black lines that are on the field, and sometimes a little challenging to see. Shot taken, backhand, and it's good. Haskell got the feed from the side. And a nice flip right through the 5-hole. So Haskell now with an assist and a goal, and it's 3-0 Indians. And Haskell now, after getting the goal, will get a break. Julia Karen subbing in as Coach Arguin starts to utilize some of her bench. Not a huge bench, just a few players, but able to kind of work everybody in. Actually, we've seen everybody on the team on the field except for Natalie Murphy, who's on the sideline at the moment. But would suspect we'll probably see her at some point as well. So Cardozo sets it back in play. Souza trying to get through traffic. Impeded a little bit, able to fight for it here. Did she get it back? Yes, she did. Took it right away from Cardozo. The kick save. And a corner coming our way for the Indians. Nice block from Cardozo as Zuber sends it back. Gonna have another corner here. Oh, dribbling off the stick. And Souza lost it. Goes out of play. You saw the focus in her eyes there, just couldn't control it. Too much spin on the ball. And she gets it back. Souza trying to work down low. Lost it for a second, takes the shot, loose ball, kept in play from Watt. Watt goes down. And she'll gather the ball and reset it. Souza takes a shot, runs into Cardozo, got in her way, and she will have the corner once again. Souza's been busier than her goalie. Mello has not been tested yet for the Indians. Down the other side of the field. Backhand. Oh, what a save from Corvino. Off the pads. And it kicked back out. Now a whistle. That shot from Kaylin Zuber will not count. That's going to go off the side of the post, of the goal, excuse me, the netting. And no good. Souza's going to get one before this game's over. She's been involved in too many plays down low. Out of play it goes. As Linehan gathers it out of bounds. Already more than halfway through the second quarter here. It's amazing how quickly these games go with the running clock. And it's interesting because, you know, soccer, it's the same situation, but, you know, playing 40-minute halves and seeing that clock count down from 40, it just seems so much longer than field hockey. You're only talking 10 minutes extra. But splitting it up in quarters, these games tend to fly. She keep it in. Yes, she did. What an effort on the far side there from Rose. Loose ball down low. Corvino doing her best to halt it. She's kind of laying there, planking on the ground, and she was able to hold the ball. Great effort there from the junior keeper, excuse me. Made one play. Notice the positioning there, right? She's looking for the ball. She knew it was kind of down near the leg pads, but she didn't want to get up, so kind of tucked her head down so she could see where it was at and make a play. It's great awareness of the situation. But it does appear that the Indians are going to get themselves a shot here one-on-one. Souza will do the honors, so there was an infraction down low. And essentially here a penalty shot for Souza against Corvino. The clock does stop for this. You don't really see a lot of these. It's actually probably the first penalty shot I've seen in about 5 years. Shot taken, and it's deflected. Corvino leaned to the correct way, and no goal there that time for Souza. Went left side, and it hooked just too far to the left. Actually, I'm not even sure that Corvino got a pad on it or not. Might have just sailed a little bit wide of the goal. Corvino steps out, kicks it, goes far side now. Corralled there by Gomes, trying to stick with it. Donatillo now for the Indians, working and weaving through traffic. Souza takes it away from Vieira. Hard hit, bouncer, and it's good! Indians grab their fourth. Hot shot, line drive was deflected. And it looks like it was, yes it was, off the stick of Kaylin Zuber. And the Indians with a 4-0 lead with 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Karen takes a shot, pulls up in front, and is that going to go? Are they blowing the whistle beforehand? I think that that's going to get negated. Yeah, no goal. Another shot across the goal line. Souza trying to turn it around. Draws the corner. Good kick save again from Corvino as Kaylin Zuber got the feed from her sister Abby and took the shot. That's going to go out of play. Final minute of this first half, and the Indians reset from their side of the field. And good point from the guys down in the truck, too. This is the first time we're seeing the Indians' defensive players basically in this entire first half. Incredibly dominating first half an hour for Dartmouth. Linehan gets it back in play. Fed now to Sylvia with Vieira, and that's going to do it here in the first half. Again, very impressive. The Indians here at home against their Southeast Conference opponent, the Brockton Boxers. 2 goals in the first quarter, 2 goals in the second quarter, a 4-0 Dartmouth lead over Brockton here at halftime. Scoreboard showing just 5 minutes on the clock for half, so it's usually pretty quick here. Field hockey doesn't take as long as football or soccer for halftime. So a short turnaround here. We will have the third quarter, second half, in just a couple moments. Stay with us. Live field hockey continues on DCTV. Welcome back, everybody, to Dartmouth Memorial Stadium. Evan Massoud with you as we get ready for the second half of conference field hockey at the varsity level. The Dartmouth Indians and the Brockton Boxers squaring off this afternoon. Dartmouth has built themselves a comfortable lead, and they've really had their way with the Boxers through 30 minutes on the field, and be interesting to see here. You know, the Boxers not really able to answer the call and make some adjustments between the first and second quarter. Be interesting to see here what 5 minutes on the sidelines versus, you know, about 90 seconds, you know, could do for the Boxers team as the Indians come out forging and surging ahead very quickly to start it off, but a shot off the elbow is going to change possession and allow the Boxers to reset. Doesn't go too far, though. Kind of topped it a bit, and the Indians able to get the ball back. That's heading towards the goal line as we switched sides here at halftime. You see Donatillo unable to get to that one before it went out of play. So we'll see what Brockton has for Dartmouth if they can get anything going here early in the third. I think, you know, time is not going to be on their side with the way that Dartmouth is playing. So if Brockton wants to make any headway here, I would imagine you'll have to see some adjustments made very early in this quarter for it to have an effect. Loose ball, and it goes out of play to the left of the goal. Haskell takes a shot, centering miss, second chance, and it goes just to the left. Donatillo was there. Beautiful setup from Haskell, crossing and just to the left of the post. I think initially that was for Zuber, but it came in pretty hot. So Donatillo took care of it after the miss and just sent it too far to the left. Another centering pass. That one, McGee unable to get to. Hoyt trying to clear it out. Bouncing ball. Bento. Good hard swing there from Mello. Haskell is there. Has it taken away now. McGee. And we're down towards the goal, and that is deflected. It goes to the right side. And a corner coming. That one off the stick Right along the goal line, another corner. Bouncer goes wide left. Whistle sounding in the circle as Brockton trying to get up the field and give the defense a rest as Hoyt sends that one up the far sideline as we reset play. Bit of a swing and a miss there from Linehan as it's turned around now by the Indians. As we cross midfield, Donatillo on the far side. Whistle sounds, they'll keep moving up. Another whistle. Donatillo will set it off. Rose goes ahead, now backpedals. Sending it towards the center. And an infraction there will stop play. That was called against Souza. Haskell redirecting, backhands it right to the center. Mishandled a bit by McGee. She lost it. Now a shot taken, bouncer, and a whistle. Great job. Haskell has really set up some great plays, or some great opportunities in this game. Haskell, the 0-0 for Dartmouth. Rose making her way on this side of the field now. And we'll have a corner. Halfway through the third. Scoreless second half so far. As Souza goes down to get us started. She's the one. Big swing, bouncer down low, loose, now kicked toward the far sideline. It is kept in, now heading back towards Souza. Another kick save there from Corvino. Correa got tangled up there with Watt, and it'll be Brockton ball. Cardozo ready to fire. Bouncer skipped ahead by Bento. And Dartmouth ball. Across midfield. Bento sent it up ahead there to Emma Gomes. Now Linehan will reset it. Well, I will say as this third quarter's gone on here, we about 4.5 minutes to play in it. Brockton's gotten a bit more aggressive. They seem to be a little quicker to the ball as well. Down, you know, the Indians have had some opportunities, you know, down inside the arc, but not nearly as many open shots as they had in the first half. Brockton's definitely buttoned it up a little bit defensively. As a few substitutions being made by Coach Balboni. That shot blocked by Cardozo, and Haskell not able to get a shot. Good save. That one's coming right back, though, towards the goalie, and it's good. Corvino couldn't regather. I think that was Haskell, and if it is, this would be her second goal. Yeah, end around. Nice shot from Haskell to make you 5-0 Dartmouth. So Rose sitting with 2. She had both her goals in the first. Haskell with 2 goals now. She just went to the bench. She was just subbed out for the moment. And the other goal coming from Kaylin Zuber. That one came at the end of the first half. That was the 4th goal the Indians have. Dartmouth quickly backed up the field. Donatio passing it along, and a corner coming our way. Rose takes a hack. Oh, pardon me, that's not Rose, that was McGee. McGee with the hack, and then it comes back. Corvino, nice save, kind of stuck the left leg out. Quick reaction, she came out, and it left kind of that right side of the goal open. Swing and a miss from Rose. Now sends it back in. Got a second chance. Backhand is right off of Sophia Weiss. Good takeaway there from Destiny Cardozo. Got some help from Ariana Rodriguez, who just earned the whistle there as well to reset us. Now quickly back up, Kaylin Zuber bouncing it in and gets past and out of bounds. Third quarter comes to a close here at the stadium. The Indians add one more to their total. But again, I would say that the Boxers definitely were more aggressive. They didn't start out the third that way. It seemed like they were going to be a bit flat again, but they got more aggressive to the ball and seemed to be a little tighter on defense as the quarter went on. Unfortunately, they don't have anything to show for it. The deficit got larger. But we didn't see as much action. We didn't see as many corners. Didn't see as much action down, inside the 15, 10-yard line there. It was a little bit further back towards midfield. So I would say that's good improvement. That's good. That's a step in the right direction for sure for the Boxers. For Dartmouth at this point, it's kind of a run out the clock situation here in the fourth. You got a very comfortable lead. Just don't want any injuries. And, you'll be sailing to your second victory here in the early goings of fall 2022. We're underway here. Final quarter from Dartmouth. The Indians up 5-0 over the Boxers. Fast break there and a great save from Corvino as Abby Zuber made a bid for her first goal. Bouncer and a kick save. No, it's going to be a corner. Corvino left the goal open, but she gets back, and now it's buried. You heard the clunk. Great effort from Corvino, but Nothing she could do about it. Got too far outside. Who got there? That was number 14. Hey, there you go, Abby Zuber. So the Zuber sisters each with a goal this afternoon, and it's 6-0 Dartmouth. Quickly back down the field again are the Indians. Still haven't updated the score. Oh, now they're working on it. Let's see. Went from 5 to 4, but it should be 6-0. There we go. A little delay there, but that's okay. As Cardozo goes to reset here, we'll kind of look at the road ahead for both teams. For Dartmouth, after today, they're hitting the road for 3. They won't be back home for about a week and a half. They're playing on Friday. Luckily, not so much of a road game, pretty close by. They're going to New Bedford High on Friday, 4 o'clock start. Then on Monday, scheduled to take the trip to North Attleboro. That's a 6 p.m. game. And then on Wednesday, they'll be heading down to Fall River to square off against the Durfee Hilltoppers. That one's scheduled for 5:15. For Brockton, they will now be home for their next 3. They're hosting Durfee on Friday at 5:30. Martha's Vineyard on Monday, 4 o'clock game. And on Wednesday of next week, they'll host Bridgewater Rainham. On Arbiter, they actually have 2 different start times, 2 different games listed for next Wednesday. One is listed at 5:30, one's listed at 6:30. So not 100% sure where the Boxers, what they're doing with BR next week in conference play, but for those of you Brockton fans watching, they are home against BR. Just some uncertainty there with the game's start time. And of course, this week, not done for us here at DCTV. Thursday night football tomorrow. The Indians are home. Jim Thompson, Paul Santos, and Andy Thompson will have the call from right here at Memorial Field. 6:20 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff live on DCTV. Good forge ahead there from the Indians. They got all the way back up the field before the ball went out of play. You see Kaylin Zuber there, number 3 on your screen. Chasing it down there, Ruby Watt. As play has come back here to midfield, Zuber trying to get by on the sideline, keeping it in with about a foot to work now, spreading back out towards the middle there as Samantha Calapai was on her tail feathers. Corvini goes down, a whistle sounds and it bails her out. That one going out on the far side as Watt gives chase. That ball blocked by Calapai. She commits the foul there, and whistle goes Dartmouth's way, but just like that, taken back. So Zuber gets called on an infraction, and now Cardozo setting it up. It goes right to the center of the field. As we are under 5 minutes to play here in Dartmouth. Indians closing in on win number 2. Down inside the arc. Next week on Monday, Dartmouth playing North Attleboro. That will finish off the series because they opened the season a week ago against North Attleboro. And that was here. It was a 3-3 tie. So very quickly taking care of non-conference opponent. They won't see them again until possibly playoffs if they get that far, if both sides get that far. So kind of a strange situation to see a team like that so quick, back-to-back times early in the season. That was the tie that Dartmouth has on their record at 1-0-1, a 3-3 tie. They beat Dennis Yarmouth last Friday. That was the 2-0 victory that got them to 1-0-1 coming into today. Brockton has had losses of 3-0, 7-0, and 9-0. And down now with 2.5 to play, 6-0 in the conference. That'll draw a whistle as Callie Rose kept forging ahead. Sylvain will get it started again. They'll go to Rose. Has open field. Oh, Calapai was not ready, kind of napping a little bit. Kick save from Corvino, excuse me. That goes out of play on the goal line. Sylvain redirects toward the middle of the field. Donatio. She draws the whistle, and with 90 seconds, the Indians will have a corner. Souza's day is done, so it'll be Rose doing the honors. Abby Zuber also out of the game with Haskell, who never came back in after her second goal. Abby came out after her goal, which was the 6th goal that Dartmouth has today. Whistle sounds and play is dead. Donatio giving chase. Sent back in. The whistle will turn it around. Well, that'll be the final whistle as the horn sounds here at Dartmouth Memorial Stadium, and the Dartmouth Lady Indians with the shutout victory, 6-0 over their Southeast Conference foe, the Brockton Lady Boxers, who are now 0-4 to start the year and have been shut out, held scoreless through 4 games. A tough start to the 2022 season for the Brockton Boxers, but for Dartmouth, they improved to 2-0-1. No losses through 3 games played. Again, they'll head out on the road now for their next 3, 2 of which are conference games. And for Brockton, they will head home for 3, again, 2 of which are conference games. Football tomorrow live from right here, 6:20 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff, and next week on the schedule, you got me back for 2 as the Durfee Hilltoppers and Dartmouth Indians square off in a bunch of action next week. Boys soccer slated for Tuesday at 4, and girls volleyball from the Carlin Lynch Activity Center scheduled for 5:15 1 week from today. All right, folks, enjoy football tomorrow. For our great crew behind the scenes here, John, Carlton, Dan, Chad, and Peter Chase, our director, I'm Evan Massoud. Enjoy the rest of your week.